What is your specific spiritual gift and how to use it? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, dreamy dreamers, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ, and let's hop right into today's reading. So today's reading is a pick a card on your specific spiritual gifts and how can you use them, the best ways to use them, okay? We have 3 piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pile number 1, we have this beautiful carnelian crystal with manipulation, card number 8. Pile number 2, we have this gorgeous aventurine with card 5, fortune. And pile number 3, we have this stunning sodalite crystal with card number 1, restlessness. All right, dreamy dreamers, so I'll give you all some time to meditate on your pile selection. Okay, so again, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome back to your reading, my love. So let's hop right in. You all chose this gorgeous carnelian in regards to your specific spiritual gift and the best way to use it. So with the carnelian here, I feel like there is a lot of fiery energy within you all's kind of like aura, right? Some of you all might even be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittariuses, but I feel like you have a lot of just resonance when it comes to fire, right? When it comes to movement, right? I'm thinking about the wand suit in the tarot, and I know that wands typically stand for action, movement, timing. When you light something on fire, it turns ablaze, but very quickly. So this could be quick action being taken as well. So in regards to your spiritual gifts, when it comes to the carnelian and, as it comes to card number 8, manipulation with Jupiter in Scorpio, ironically enough, I feel like you are able to really play that magician role in your life and maybe even in the life of others, right? You can call forth and command power in something that you do. And a lot of people might feel like this is a negative connotation with manipulation, but the word in and of itself is not positive nor negative. It's neutral. And to manipulate, it could be a negative force, right? But what I'm getting is to alter, right? Just to alter, to make something look different than it appears, right? To, even transmute something, because manipulation or to manipulate something could also, be in the regards of to kind of tweaking something, making it working in your favor or the favor of, maybe someone that, you have been called to help or something like that. And it's interesting because this face reminds me of, what is his name? His name is, I have one of his books here. It's something Crowley. And I know he maybe was a dark magician back in the day. But some of you all might know some of his tarot decks. So this could be in the realm of like, you can manipulate for good or bad, but I feel like you would choose for the highest vibrational cause of everyone involved. I would really hope that you would, but this is your power, right? This is the power that spirit has given you. And, you do have the free will to wield it as you will, but I am getting this pharaoh, like it's almost like you might see yourself in previous lifetimes. You might have lived previous lifetimes. It's actually funny because when I was coming back home, I seen this license plate and it said 5th life, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. Like you don't see that type of license plate every day. So you could have been a pharaoh back in your past life, and maybe you've come here to manipulate what I'm trying to say is you've come to this lifetime to manipulate yourself back into that status, back into that role. Especially with card number 8, it's giving me infinite, right? So yeah, and then the Jupiter in Scorpio, you know, maybe that's how you expand. That's how you catch your lucky breaks, is through manipulation, tweaking things, right? Making things that aren't working for you work for you in some way, shape, or form. So you guys have another card underneath in Let's Reveal, because I haven't seen it either. So we have card number 9 with principle. This is exactly what I'm saying. I knew you all, especially my dreamers, are the type to be principled, right? So we have Jupiter in Sagittarius as well. So you might manipulate certain things, but you do so for the highest good of everyone involved, including yourself, right? You understand that there are dual forces on earth, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So I feel like you might even use divine principles, divine laws, universal laws, in order to manipulate certain things in your life to work out in your favor, or to work out in the favor of your loved ones, your communities, your friends and family, right? That could be so subtle as saying affirmations to yourself, saying affirmations for your friends, families, community, or your loved ones, right? You know, speaking in the affirmative, speaking life into people, right? That could be a form of manipulation, but it's almost like it's a persuasion type of manipulation, not a coercion type of manipulation. I think it's funny because you guys have card number 8 and card number 9, and we have the sun and the moon, and then we have this bird here. Basically, when we see birds, we think about messengers, right? And then we have the Pope's hat. So I'm also getting the Hierophant. You guys are very high vibrational and of high mind and esteem as well. And you all could have been like high priest or high priestesses, right? Hence this pharaoh looking person in a previous lifetime. And now you've come in a different form, maybe even a manipulated form, to spread that good word, to spread the proverbial gospel to others. So yes, pile number 1. So let's proceed with your reading and delve deeper into the messages provided to you from Spirit in regards to your specific spiritual gifts and how to use them, right? So let's, okay, I had a couple decks that I wanted to use. So let's delve in with sorry about that, y'all. The magical spell cards, and delve deeper into this message for you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number 1s. What is pile number 1's specific spiritual gift? Okay. So we have card number 32 with confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. You know what's interesting about this card, pile number 1s? It kind of matches the Carnelian, but aside from that, this is what this manipulation is. It's really you're manipulating yourself, or you have the spiritual capacity to kind of manipulate yourself, almost like a shapeshifter type of energy, right? And I feel like you do this with positivity, with positive affirmations, with imbuing yourself with how you want to be versus how you may actually be, but you tend to transform into that person, right? Some of you may be 32 years old, others might be approaching this age, or 32 might be a relevant number for you. 3 and 2 added together numerologically, that could represent change coming, right? Changing your persona, changing the way you operate in the world, right? And through confidence, you could even manipulate how you look to others if you're more confident, right? So also what is kind of coming through for me, by earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take bright, burn higher. So this person is using the elements in order to send a petition or to send a message to Spirit, to help them with their confidence and to help them burn brighter, right? Wow, did y'all see that? To help them burn brighter. And what I get in regards to burning brighter is to help them look magnanimous, help them look and appear maybe bigger than they actually are. When I say bigger, I mean like, just however they want to look, more than what they might picture themselves to be, right? That's what I'm getting here. But yeah, let's continue. This is very fascinating. So let's get into your tarot. Okay. Let's get into your tarot. Let me take this hood off. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. This mic needs to be manipulated right now so it could do its job. Okay, there we go. So let's get into your tarot. Tell us more, Spirit, about the specific spiritual gift of our pile number ones. A lot of you all might use the element smoke, right? Because with the Carnelian, it's fire energy. You guys could use a lot of smoke or petitions, or you might burn your petitions, right? So after you write something for yourself, your friends, your family, you'll burn it and send it out into the universe and, you know, just kind of like let it go. That could be your form of spiritual gift, is like you are very in tune with fire and the element fire, and you know how to use it properly. Tell us more, Spirit, about pile number one specific spiritual gift. All right, interesting. So we have the velocity of water, which in this deck is the Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Earth, which is the Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. I feel like there's a dual side to your nature. And I only say that because there's two sides to this watering can, right? And there could be one creative and one very logical. And I say that because we have the Four of Earth, which is someone who maybe might err on the side of rigidity, but they do so because they're practical. So you could practice practical magic, and that might make sense as to why you all just speak life into yourself and others, right? And you use the written form, and you might even use smoke, right? Or fire in order to accelerate your manifestations or your spiritual gifts. So tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more about pile number one, spiritual gifts, and the best way for them to use it. Tell us more about our pile number one, spiritual gifts. So we have the Seven of Earth. So this talks about investing. Maybe investing in yourself, books, literature, even divination tools for those of you all who use them, incense, candles, you know, even petition paper, right? I know a lot of people might even use parchment paper as a form of petition paper in order to, you know, kind of be as close to the natural wood as possible, right? Because normal paper, it works. We can use normal paper, but it's bleached, right? So parchment paper is almost like an unbleached paper. So people might use that. They might use brown paper bags, something like that. And shout out to one of my friends who put me onto that as well. Shout out to Michaela, if you're watching. She put me on to using like different, like just things around your house, like being practical, right? Not feeling like you have to go and completely spend a whole bunch of money trying to, you know, work your magic, but investing time, energy, and the resources you might already have into perfecting your spiritual gifts, right? Or your spiritual nature. Also, I feel like there could be like, in regards to how to use it, assessing, taking notes, right? Doing inventory of like your victories in regards to speaking something into fruition, speaking life into something, things of that nature, and then maybe things that never panned out or hasn't panned out yet. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. On pile number one, spiritual gift. Give us more insight on pile number one, specific spiritual gifts and the best use of them. Ooh. Okay. So we have the Eight of Earth. Yeah. when you keep working on this, as you keep refining these spiritual gifts, they're just going to keep helping you. You're going to keep working. You're going to keep like refining them over the years, or over the course of something, and they're going to pan out beautifully. Pile number ones. That's what I'm getting. So, you know, we have the 8 of Earth here. So I feel like you could already be working with your spiritual gifts as we speak, right? And you remember the emphasis of as above, so below. We have as above and so below. There's like a mirror reflection of this young girl, young girl with their grandmother, and they're just working, laughing, enjoying the work that they're doing together. So I feel like you could already work with people who do this. You do this, and you're already kind of like endowed in your spiritual gifts. Like you're already working with it and working with it well. You've invested time and energy into it. Now we have the 3 of water. Okay, very interesting. So more cups energy. So this could be cause for a celebration, or you could even be celebrated or blessed with abundance because of your spiritual gift, right? You can also have like a coven. So like if you're let's say if you're a woman, or you identify as a woman, you may have like a coven, or like 3 people who you might talk about this gift with, or who you might work with this gift, right? Who has maybe helped you, or they're able to kind of help you in the direction of your gift, right? The Seeker, card number 9, Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Some of y'all may be Virgo, some of y'all may be earth signs or fire signs. There's a lot of earth and water energy. Those are the elements you can also use in tandem with the fire that I'm getting, that fire element. Or you could have a very balanced chart to the point where things just kind of like manipulate and work out for you spiritually, right? But what I'm getting here is there's a portal being opened, and I feel like a lot of you may be delving deeper into your spiritual gift and your spiritual magic, right? Tell us more, Spirit, on how pile number ones could best use this specific spiritual gift. You can also best use it with the people you love, enjoying yourself, right? These are the 4 cards that came out on how you can best use your specific spiritual gift. We have the velocity of air. I feel like go straight into it. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just run with it. That's what I'm getting with the velocity of air. And the velocity of air, the velocities are the knights of this this deck, which I think this is actually interesting. I don't know if the velocity of air has come out often, but usually in the traditional depictions of the Knight of Swords, this horse that they're on is running fast. But this velocity of air is standing firm and with a smile on their face, with red roses in their ear, and they have like cutting shears, right? So what I'm getting is you're just going to run with it. You're almost like content with knowing how to manipulate certain things, but for the highest good of all. I just keep feeling the urge to reiterate that, okay, for the highest good of all, everyone involved. And it's interesting. So some of you might not even be at the top of your spiritual gift, because we have 2 velocities, which are the knights, which are, you know, kind of sophomoric energy. So you guys are still just learning and really growing and investing and being prudent with your spiritual gift. We have the 9 of air in reverse too. You're not worried or afraid of it either, which I love. That's good, because some people are afraid of their spiritual gifts or the capacity to, you know how to use them, right? So I do want to get a little into this velocity of air for you, because this could be a little different in this deck. I'm just curious. Abstract pursuits. Courting clarity eventually tempers into wisdom. Yielded if the road is astutely owned. Exactly. Standing firm. Standing firm in this spiritual gift. Courting clarity eventually tempers into wisdom yielded if the road is astutely honed. Exactly. So, you know, you're okay with this abstract pursuit. You're okay. You know, it's kind of like a little out there, a little abstract, but this is something that you enjoy doing and you don't mind doing it basically until you have become a master at it. Okay, so let's continue. We have the 6 of air. This is really beautiful. This could also, I feel like this can manifest in a multitude of ways, but it could also bring you and your loved ones closer together. Because when you're manipulating matter or thoughts, right, and you are manipulating them for the highest good of all, there tends to be a peace of mind there, right, and a beautiful one. And it's interesting because we have the twin towers in the back, and there's this dual nature that's coming in your reading, right? Some of you all might be Geminis as well, or could have Gemini in a very special place in your chart. But with this, I feel like you bring people together, or you can use it to bring people together and to instill peace of mind in people. Okay, so let's see. So our next card, we have the Star. You could even use it for notoriety, for healing, for not even just healing yourself, but the people around you or the world. And also use it to really shine your light very bright and maybe even become world renowned or become very renowned in your field, right? That's what I'm getting here. I'll put this up there. Is this the first major arcana that came out? Sure is. Maybe you will be growing in confidence to the point where you could show the world the real you and show the world your talents when it comes to kind of manipulating matter or manipulating thought forms into something beautiful and positive and something for the whole world, that the whole world can partake in, right? So yeah, let's get your last card. And we have emergence, okay? Card number 20, okay? So you can use this to awaken the world. You know, you could use a sense of liberation, right? A sense of higher mindedness, of connectedness with not just yourself, but your community, the people you love. You can teach courses about this and really spread this knowledge, okay? We have card number 20, or emergence with card number 20, and this talks about, this is the judgment card, and this talks about growth. This talks about development. This talks about breaking out the chrysalis and emerging into a beautiful butterfly, right? That spreads its wings large and far and are able to make people happy just by the look of them, right? And you see that these people here, they're all butterflies, all different colors of butterflies. And then on top of that, we have these 2 here that are standing on these beautiful mushrooms, which symbolizes growth and abundance, right? And also here we have the snake, which is also another imagery of growth and shedding one layer to emerge beautifully into a new layer. So not only do you have one major arcana, we have 2 major arcanas with the Star here and with the emergence, which is the judgment card. And I feel like you all's gifts are emerging almost like slowly but surely, but you know, you're refining your gifts as the days go by. And I feel like, you know, you're going to use them for good. You're going to use them to help reawaken or awaken the world in general, and to show people what their capabilities are, what they're made of, if they just think highly of themselves, if they just think positively. You know, yes, we're humans. Yes, we have negative thoughts. Yes, there is a dualistic nature on earth, but it doesn't mean you have to succumb to that, right? Especially if you have the confidence to override those thoughts, that pattern of negativity, because it takes confidence. It takes a concerted effort to do that. And I feel like that is where, that is your specific spiritual gift is you guys are able to manipulate matter. You guys are able to manipulate thought forms into something that's positive and higher minded, and you're able to be that conduit and that messenger that brings it forth, and not just into you, and not just into your close circle, but abroad and in an expansive way. Okay, so yeah, pile number one's beautiful reading, gorgeous reading. I think, yeah, I think that's about it. So I love you all so much, dreamy dreamers. Amazing reading. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys resonated with your spiritual gift or a part of that spiritual gift or not. Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love that. And if you did like it and resonated, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, and with anyone who might, you know, really enjoy this reading. If you all are interested in a gorgeous one-of-a-kind tarot journal, look no further. The link to that journal will be in the description box down below. And also, if you're interested in booking a private reading with me, go down to my website. You could book there, and I will see you all in your next reading. I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number twos, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this gorgeous green aventurine as your crystal selection, as well as card number 5 with fortune. So the obvious, I'm going to state the obvious first. Some of you all might be fortune tellers or psychics or clairvoyants or mediums, whatever you would like to call that, right? And with card number 5, there's a lot of change coming in for you in regards to how you use a specific spiritual gift, right? You guys might use it for a very specific type of divination or oracle, if dare I say, right? And I say that because, well, we have the sun in Leo, right? So the sun in Leo is a very optimistic sign. It's very joyous, very happy, right? Whenever I think about the sun in Leo, I think of this literal sun major arcana. And I just think about a jubilant baby, right? So with your green aventurine, I'm getting that a lot of you, maybe as tarot readers or as oracles or mediums or clairvoyants, right? You might be using this gift of telling fortunes, right? Because when we talk about fortune, we're not necessarily talking about money all the time, money or like riches, not necessarily. You could, right? This could actually be the specific way in which I'm talking about. You might actually delve into, like, let's say you're a business coach. You might actually use tarot or oracle cards in order to get a better grasp of the energies you might not be able to see, right? And do that. They have business astrology readers. They have business oracles. They have business tarot readers at this point, you know, especially here on YouTube. So you guys might be doing this in a very specific way. But what I'm getting is you guys are using the gift of telling fortunes, which, if you think about fortune, the wheel of fortune, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, right? So it's just really the gift of being able to prophesize or to see into someone else's destiny. You guys could be doing that, but in a very healing and cathartic way, especially with this green aventurine, which is like an overall healing stone, right? Especially as it pertains to the heart energy and the heart chakra energy. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. You guys are a lot of change makers, and it's interesting because we have this lion head with the body of a serpent here. So it's, I don't know what that imagery is. This is the first time I'm using this deck, so I know as I progress to use this deck, I'll kind of like be able to notarize the imagery here. But, you know, let me know down in the comments if you know the symbology behind this lion's head with the serpent's tail or the serpent's body. But overall, I just see like a luminous time, and you being able to kind of like, it's almost like being the center of the universe, right? Because Leos, they're the center. If they're the sun, right, then they're the center of, you know, the other planets orbit around them. So it's almost like, you know, you're going to center your readings or your divinatory faculties, or your divination readings or oracle abilities or prophetic abilities into something that's greater, into something that's rich in its nature, right? Abundant in its nature, clear in its nature, and overall enlightening. It won't be heavy or murky or with a negative expectation, is what I'm trying to say, okay? So let's put your card and your crystal here. And I like the play on this color scheme, the green and the yellow. So this could be about the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra as well, but we'll get more into that. So I'm just gonna cleanse this deck because I didn't do it off camera. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. For giving our pile number 2s clear, concise, accurate messages into this specific spiritual gift that they have. What is this specific spiritual gift that they have? Tell us more. Give us more insight and clarity into the specific spiritual gift that our pile number 2s have. What is the specific spiritual gift that our pile number 2s have? Okay. Bottom of the deck, card number 37, fertility. Let all take root, seed and sprout. Let new life be all about. So card number 37, 3 and 7. Some of you all might be 37 or just could be turning 37. 3 and 7, that's 10. 1 and 0, that's 1. So this is about new beginnings and you being able to be fruitful with the news that maybe you provide to people, right? So maybe some of you are oracles, channelers, and you might be really specifying and tailoring your gifts of clairvoyant to something about fertility, to something about abundance, to something about wealth. You guys could be like business spiritual readers. You don't necessarily have to be, but you could. I feel like you guys give in the air of positive expectancy and you give good news, right? So let's see. We have card number 7, wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. You have a lot of wisdom behind you. And I feel like this is why maybe some of you all have maybe changed your approach or decided to change your approach to a healing one, right? Being the bearer of good news, not being the bearer of bad news. Not saying, especially as a clairvoyant or a reader or a mystic or whatever you want to call yourself, when you get into this business, when you get into the business of spirituality, you do have to be prepared to tell people less than savory news. But I do also feel like there should be like a responsibility that you have as a reader to not overstep, you know? And I feel like that's the wisdom that you're bringing into this change of pace with this specific spiritual gift. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, come on. What did I say? Card number 16, joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. And then with card number 16, 1 and 6, that's 7 again. So I feel like you're the bearer of good news. You're not bringing negative expectations to anyone's life with your readings. You're endowing this with a spirit of positive expectancy. Now, are you being real and forthright on how a person must use their own will and their own motives to garner these good messages and good blessings and, you know, being in the receiving mode? Absolutely. You have to be, you know, transparent. But I feel like we could all read between the lines of what I'm saying. Like, you're not casting, oh, death is going to come, or no, you're not doing that. You know, that's not your line to toe. You know, that is not your news to bear. So this is what I'm getting. You all are maybe readers or conduits of growth and abundance in a very beautiful way. And while you may be very honest and forthright and transparent with your clients or the people around you who you read, you would never be a bearer of bad news to them in like towing that line between kind of like playing God, or if that makes sense. Like, you're not spirit, you know what I'm saying? We're co-creators with spirit. We use ourselves as conduits to deliver spirit's message, but I feel like you all will be using your spiritual gift of mediumship, of fortune telling, of tarot reading, oracle card reading for the blessing of humanity and not for its downfall, right? Card number 39, safe home. I cast this circle around about. Safety now is beyond a doubt. You guys are safe. You know, people feel safe in your reading, safe in your arms, safe in your approach. You know, I feel like sometimes, whether it be in business or whether it be in spirituality, sometimes, and I'm not speaking from experience, but I'm speaking as a participant in this. Sometimes we might undercut, or not undercut, how can I phrase this? Sometimes we might not realize the intelligence of our viewers, our community, or the people who are watching. They know what's up. They know what's going on in their lives. They know how to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to this safe home, card number 39, you guys are that safe haven. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the benevolent readers, right? It's like Glinda the Good Witch, so to speak, right? You're doing it for the safetiness and the salvation of the people who come to you, okay? And you're leading them to a path of success. You know, that's what I'm getting here. And that's your specific spiritual gift that you're tied into. This could change, you know. Energy is fluid and it's malleable, right? So, you know, the cards don't just seal your fate. They're a roadmap. You could go elsewhere. You can do other things. You can choose an alternative path. But, you know, I feel like that's the path you all who have chosen this pile and who frequent, you know, the Crazy Dreamer Network, that's the path you choose to take. So tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number 2 spiritual gift. Tell us more about this specific spiritual gift of pile number 2s. Okay. A lot of you are using your innate wisdom in order to do something. And wisdom is applied knowledge, right? And maybe you've had the wisdom to be able to discern certain messages and to deliver them with beauty, joy, and enlightenment instead of fear or loathing or, you know, deprecating, you know, sorrowful messages, right? You create a safe haven. I see safe home, but I keep getting safe haven. Tell us more about our pile number 2s and their specific spiritual gift and the best way that they can use it. What's the best way? Okay, so it's interesting. We have the 6 of Fires in reverse. And I feel like you all are, again, you're very honest with people. Maybe you cushion the blow to a delivery, right? With the 6 of Fire in reverse, you guys are humble. Not saying that the 6 of Wands, excuse me, because the 6 of Fire is the 6 of Wands in this deck. Not saying that the 6 of Wands upright isn't a humble person, but I'm getting humbleness with the 6 of Wands or the 6 of Fire in reverse here. You guys are very humble about your gifts. Tell us more, Spirit. Or you're being kind of given the option to be a little bit humble as you present these messages to people. Okay, tell us more, Spirit, about pile number 2's specific spiritual gift and the best way they can use it. Sovereignty of Fire. This is the King of Wands, right? Yeah, I feel like you all too, and it's interesting because I'm definitely getting Leo energy. You guys, y'all, you may even be so humble and be so good at what you do. You don't even acknowledge a lot of the time how much you've mastered this skill to an extent, right? With the Sovereignty of Fire, how good you are, how even some of you might look damn good doing what you do, right? You humble yourself a lot, which isn't a bad thing. I feel like that's why people love you and feel safe with your messages and you as the messenger for them, right? We have the 8 of Air. I feel like you don't With the 8 of air, this is the 8 of swords, and this talks about anxiety. Look, this person is making this trap. You remember those, I think they're Chinese traps or something like that. They used to be like these little traps you can make with string. I know when we were younger, and we have this big full moon, and we have these clippers lined up here. We have this booby trap. It's almost like maybe you guys help people to overcome certain anxieties through your readings as well, or through your messages, right? They don't even have to necessarily be readings. You could just be channeling prophetic messages from source or something like that. But you help to heal people's heart when it comes to their home or something like that. You all might also be a person who might go into people's home and kind of like feng shui it or cleanse it, or, you know, put protection spells or something like that around their home for good tidings. You all might have done that for someone you love, or a client or something. Tell me more, Spirit. What is our pile number 2 specific spiritual gift and the best use of it? What is our pile number 2 specific spiritual gift? Look, discernment. This is the King of Swords. Discernment, wisdom. Wisdom is a form of discernment, right? Maybe being tempered in your approach and how you deliver a message to people. This king or queen here is very just calm, cool, and collected. They're very higher minded. They know what they want. There's no fog, smoke, mirrors around them. There's no clouds. Okay. And they know how to clearly communicate with people about certain things in their lives, right? Certain happenings. You all maybe have dealt with someone or something that delivered such harsh news to you. You had to, like, what is it called? Psych yourself out of it. And you made it up. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. The devil in reverse. Exactly. You made it a priority to never do that to other people because it wasn't true. Didn't even happen, right? Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s in regards to these specific spiritual gifts and how they can best use these specific spiritual gifts. How can our pile number 2s best use the specific spiritual gift given to them? Alchemy. Look at this. You do what you will with this. You make it into your own. You transform it into something that's new, fresh, and uniquely yours, right? This is what you're doing with this. Some of you all might have spiritually based business and you are alchemizing this whole industry into something new, into a brand new journey. And you're making it uniquely yours with alchemy, card number 14, which is the temperance card in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, right? And we have this person here and they have this goblet. They have like the elements here, right? And they're cooking up something, they're making something. And then we have this cat here in the background, almost like a sense of their intuition. They're using their alchemical faculty and, you know, what is it called? Shaking things up, right? Mixing things up in order to provide a service that is unique to them and that is uniquely theirs, but is extremely beneficial to anyone. And I feel like you also help people to alchemize their life, to be the alchemist in their life, right? To know that ultimately, despite whatever you may share with them, the power lies within them. The power lies in their hands. They could do, have, or be anything or anyone. It's up to them. Okay. Let's see. I kind of want to end on that note because it's so fire. But let's see if Spirit has any last messages for you. Any last messages for our pile number 2s on this specific spiritual gift and the best way to use it, Spirit. Any last messages? I'm going to do one good shuffle, one more good shuffle. Any last messages for our pile number 2s? Okay. Come on. Come on. What did I say? That's so crazy. So this is just confirming that, yes, you're it, you're her, you're she, you're him, you're them, right? Sovereignty of water. This is the King of Cups. You are very emotionally intelligent. So you're going to scope the emotional, scene and before you deliver anything that would do more harm than good. And with the witch, the high priestess, again, more discernment, more wisdom, more innate knowledge. This is innate, and no one had to tell you to do this or to change your delivery. You knew it. You already knew it. You know, you knew it off bat. Again, with that duality message. This wasn't even in this reading, so never mind. But again, you understand the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs, and that you know, we live on this dualistic plane of existence. But again, Glinda the proverbial Glinda the Good Witch, right? You understand fundamentally without having to be told or shown what is applicable and what is best for the people who come to you. Okay. So I just had to show you that because that's so interesting. Right when we're about to shut this reading down, Spirit sent a message loud and clear, and a confirmation at that. Okay. So let me put this here. That actually works. Okay. So yes, my dreamy dreamers, a beautiful reading. And with that being said, I love you all so much. I really hope this message resonated with you. If it did, please leave in the comment how this resonated with you, in what way, shape, or form it did. Okay. And I love you all so much. If you guys like this reading, please give this reading a big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who might enjoy or get something out of this message. Also, if you're interested in a gorgeous one-of-a-kind tarot journal, look no further. The link to this beautiful thing is down in the description box down below. Also, if you're interested in booking a private reading with me, go on my website and yeah, purchase one. Check it out. I would love to provide you with an in-depth reading. Okay, so until next time, pile number twos, I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number threes, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this gorgeous sodalite crystal along with card number 1 with restlessness, Mercury in Aries. So you know what's interesting? I feel like you guys are like you have a lot of vitality. You know what I'm saying? You guys could be athletes, very spry, very like limber. You guys could be like yoga practitioners or something. Because if you can tell the way, how graceful this person moves here, they're like what is it called? The epitome of health, right? That's why they're holding that staff of health, right? They're like the epitome of health. So a lot of you all could have very high self-esteem because of like your restlessness. And I say that because of the sodalite. I know sodalite helps us with our self-esteem, our self-image. It also helps with our third eye too. So I feel like a lot of you all's like maybe spiritual gifts could come from like physicality, right? Could come from like your body or like your phenotype. Something like that. I don't know why I'm getting that. But give me 1 second. I want to read, excuse me. I want to read a little bit of the sodalite crystal for you all. Just a twinge. Sodalite. It says, sodalite unites logic with intuition and open spiritual perception, bringing information from the higher mind down to the physical level. Exactly. This is exactly what this is. You guys are like the bill of health, right? You guys might have very long, statuesque type of like frame or something like that, but you all like specific spiritual gift lies within your physicality in your body. That's what I'm getting here. And it's a conduit for your third eye. So you might get messages through certain pains or like physical, I don't even want to say ailments, but like physical symptoms that come up, but they're telling you something on the spiritual realm, like it's telling you something. It says this stone stimulates the pineal gland in the third eye and deepens meditation. When in sodalite enhanced meditation, the mind can be used to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. Very interesting. Yes. So again, you guys bring something down from your higher chakras into like your lower chakras or vice versa. But there's this physicality here. And with the Mercury in Aries, you guys may speak very vivaciously. Like I'm even talking quicker in this reading. You guys may speak with emphasis and, you know, power and like just excitement, right? But your body, your physical body is like a conduit of your spiritual your spiritual capabilities or your spiritual gifts, right? Yeah, so wow, I feel like that was a whole channel session. But let's see, let's really delve into this message. Oh, also, yeah, it's like your physical body is pointing you where you need to go. Basically, the elements or whatever you feel physically, it's like it's a sign for what you need to do or where you need to go or the things that are about to happen, something like that, right? But let's get into your reading. Pile number 3. Some of you all could have come from pile number 3s, but let's see. Tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number 3's specific spiritual gifts. Tell us more about pile number 3 specific spiritual gifts. Okay, and we'll get into the best ways you can use them in a moment with your tarot. But let's see. Tell us more about pile number 3's specific spiritual gifts. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What are pile number 3's specific spiritual gift? Yeah, we have inspiration. Card number 19. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Some of you all might be inspired by like statues, and it's interesting because they're statues, right? Some of you all might be inspired by ancient statues of either Egyptian or Roman Roman gods or goddesses, right? Egyptian or Roman gods or goddesses. Geez. And look at this. Card number 24, magical powers. I weave in clear, I cast, I know magic secrets to me now show. And it's interesting because I feel like you guys seek inspiration from the physical. A lot of you all may exercise a lot or do somatic movements a lot. You may stretch, you may exercise, you may do strength training and building your physical temple so that your inner temple is matching that, if that makes sense. And I feel like a lot of you all are a lot of people's inspiration when it comes to your physical strength. And because of your restlessness, a lot of you all might have Mercury in the sign of Aries, but you have this restless nature. So you have to be active. You have to always be moving. You have to always be onto one thing and the next. And I feel like that is like your physical body is like your conduit of your overall spirituality, right? Your overall spiritual gifts. And I feel like you can get inspiration from exercise as well. In magic, right? And it's funny because we have magic powers and then Isis, goddess of magic. A lot of you may all associate yourself with Isis, or you may have these deep association with Isis, the goddess of magic, right? And you are very inspired and endowed with inspiration, but it's a physical thing. You know, there's a physical, tangible approach to this spiritual gift, right? But we're going to delve deeper into it. Okay. Tell us more, Spirit, about pile number 3's spiritual gift and the best way they can use it. Look, we have the 8 of fire. It came in reverse. I'm going to take it. But look, this person is running. They're running. Okay, some of you all may have been like in track and field or may have been an athlete. Maybe Hey, pile number 3s, it's me again. So sorry, Mike died again. So here's a voiceover. But what I was suggesting was, since the 8 of fire, which is the 8 of wands, came in reverse, I was explaining that in the upright position, there is a person who is apparently and obviously athletic and who is running. And some of you all may have been an athlete in your past life, perhaps in track and field, hence this natural ability to use your body, something as a conduit for your spiritual gift, right? But in the reverse, there could be this slowing down, and that could suggest to kind of like be open and receptive to the people, places, things, situations that are going on in your environment, with the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So, okay, again, so you all have the youth card 0. Some of you all might be Aries. Some of you all spiritual gift might be having a youthful appearance, but like maybe an old soul, taking risk, right? I feel like the Fool card in the Major Arcana is all about kind of being active, taking action, right? But it's interesting because we have this little baby here. She's she's like, you know, has her butterfly wings, and she has her bags packed and her dog, and she's out of there, right? She's like, I'm ready to go. So again, ooh, you know what your spiritual gift is? It's like the spirit of youth, like eternal youth. That is your spiritual gift, eternal youth. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number 3 spiritual gift. Look, now we have the 4 of earth. Interesting. So the 4 of earth, like there's a blur. There's a lot of haziness going on around this 4 of earth, but she's chilling. She has everything she needs. She has everything she needs. She's not budging. Okay. So it's interesting because when it comes to your spirit, your specific spiritual gift, it's almost like you have this like capacity for eternal youth. But when things start to slow down, or like when you feel like your body kind of slowing down, or your body's telling you to slow down, that is a sign for you to like sit and chill for a little bit. That's what I'm getting here. Because look at all this blur. It's like a little blur in the background. But this lady, she's like relaxing. So maybe this is a sign for you to relax, okay? In regards to, and even, you know, I feel like you just get spiritual downloads physically, physical spiritual downloads. And the best way to use it is maybe like stationary. Tell us more, Spirit. What's the best way for our pile number 3s to use this specific spiritual gift? What is the best way for our pile number 3s to use this specific spiritual gift? What is the best way? Okay. Interesting. So we have the 9 of water, prosperity, fulfilling wishes, whether for your others or for others or for yourself. Okay. 9 of cups. To grow contentment and satisfaction in your life, maybe to enjoy the finer things in life too. You could tell this person here is very prosperous. And then we have the sun in reverse. Very interesting. And I asked Spirit, what's at the bottom of the deck? Because I'm getting a little confused here. 8 of air with the sun in reverse. This is something about, I'm getting like staying low key with the things that you have, and have been able to manifest because of some other people's anxiety, other people's anxiety or self-imposed limitations on themselves, right? Hold on. Clarify this sun, Spirit. Why is this sun card in reverse? Oh, wow. Okay. 2 cards came out. Let's see. The seeker. Okay. What? Someone's hiding? What's the hiding going on here? Very interesting. You could be hiding these spiritual gifts. Look, with the Chariot. You're not going full throttle in these spiritual gifts yet. I don't even think you've tapped into them just yet. Into your physicality, into your physical strength. Some of you all could have been like models or something like that, or something, and given other people inspiration through like your physicality, but have never tapped into this, or haven't yet, because you're hiding. The seeker, card number 9, the hermit. Look at her. And the Chariot. But I feel like maybe soon you will move forward with letting your light shine. Why are you hiding? What's going on with that pile number 3s? Sodlite is also a stone about self-esteem, right? So there could be something with that. I feel like a lot of you all could be very abundant, feel very inspired, feel very youthful, but you it might even have the ability to have like this air of eternal youth, but you all don't show it off, that's a good thing. That's not like, you know, you could be humble, but it's almost like what is it called? You minimize. It's not like you hide, you minimize this. You minimize this as a gift. You see, like, check her out here, right? Look at her. She has a beautiful body. She's like, I'm showing it. I'm happy. I'm the queen of the parade, yada, 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 right? You see all this yellow rose blooming out, the air of confidence, right? The epitome of confidence. And she has every right to be, right? But she doesn't look like she's like, oh, in your face, like, I'm everything. No, she just looks happy. She's being herself. She's just happy in who she is in her skin. But in the reverse, it's like there's something that is not being shown here. There's something that hasn't fully come out of its shell. But you will soon be. You will soon be. You have not tapped fully into this specific spiritual gift of yours, but you are. Emergence, card number 20, you're growing into it. And I think you're just growing more into your confidence and feeling inspired to do it. Maybe you've just never felt inspired to do it. You know how like they say like people often kind of like downplay the things that come naturally to them. I think that's you, pile number 3s. I don't think you even think this is a gift, but it is. And maybe you've been hurt by something about your physicality in the past, because there was a 3 of swords at the bottom of the deck. Twice it peeked out. So I had to mention that. But let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. Last messages for our pile number 3s in regards to this specific, in regards to this specific spiritual gift. Look, we have the Elder, card number 4 in reverse. Eternal youth, again, the Elder, card number 4. And it's interesting because maybe you never felt like, you never claimed autonomy, or you never seen the power in your physicality. But until now, I feel like you will with the Elder in reverse. You're coming into that. 10 of air. Yeah, that's ending. That's ending. You not seeing the power of your own physical strength or fortitude, or like your athleticism or something like that. You're about to, with the Chariot and with that, what was it? The 10 of swords at the bottom of the deck and the Elder in reverse. Some of you all might have a lot of Aries energy in your chart or around you, or associated with maybe the minimization of your body or something like that. It's interesting. But yeah, okay. So last messages on how our pile number 3s can use this specific spiritual gift. You can use it for inspiration. I feel like people will be very inspired by your physicality or, you know, your body. I know that sounds so weird, but, you know, I feel like you channel through your physicality, your athleticism or something like that. Even if it's just for aesthetics, you might help people change their whole lives because they're like, wow, this person looks amazing. I want to look like that, you know? Inspiration, sovereignty of fire. Yeah, you're too hot to trot. Pile number 3s, embrace it. This is a very specific spiritual gift that you all have not really tapped into, but will soon be tapping into. And you'll be providing a ton of inspiration for people around you, whether that will just be aesthetically or whether that will be changing their lives to want to emulate health as well, whatever that means to them. That doesn't mean having the perfect body or anything like that. What that means is I want to be my healthiest self, whatever that looks like or means to me. Also, you all's body and third eye, your third eye speaks to you through your body. So certain responses, certain twinges or whatever you feel in your body, that is a form of your specific spiritual gift. And I feel like you need to tap into that a little more, and you will be, okay? So yeah, pile number 3s, that one was a ride. I didn't expect that at all, to be honest. But again, I love you all so much, dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you in any way, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. It will help this channel out tremendously. Also, if you're interested in a gorgeous one-of-a-kind tarot journal, look no further. The link to that journal will be in the description box down below. If you're interested in a private tarot reading with me, go on and book me on my website. I would love to provide you with a personal one-on-one private reading. Okay, I love you all so much, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.